wicked fun. Well, I wanted to show you that these are simple to fish. You can do basically nothing with them and just super slow troll. They've got an insane rolling action on them. At a slow roll, their whole body rolls. And the tail goes crazy and the barrel of them. My mate Zach isn't going to believe me. We were just having a laugh about me going trolling. I said, I think I got to show people that these paddle glides work really, really well on the troll as well as casting. He said, Johnny, you're not going trolling, are you? I'll bring you up here so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to try and fight this fish properly now, standing up instead of sitting down. Now, I've actually been fishing the edges all morning, and this place has been getting hammered with boats, and because of the action on this lure, it didn't dampen my confidence one bit. So I knew bringing this lure into this area, fishing slower than all the other lures, I reckon I was a chance. Come on, mate. She had a beautiful big jump right at the start of the fight behind the boat. I don't think you would have seen it. God. Oh, it's a beautiful big fish. Look at the size of that boil there. I don't know how I'm actually going to get this one in my little boat. Come around here. Come here, big Buzz. Come here, big Buzz. Oh. Oh yeah, brute. Huge barramundi on the prototype paddle glide. That's done too. Now get in there. Oh my God, that is a chunk. A chunk of a Mondi barra. Now, this fish is done. It's rolled over onto the side here, so I'm pretty confident that it's done. But I'm just going to sit it in the net, in the water, and get myself ready with the brag mat. I'll do all that first. This fish is a beast, and I can't wait to show it to you. Come down here and have a look at this. Oh, there we go. Now that is a fish. Oh my God, that is bigger than I realised. Try and get this hook out. Wait till you get a look at the size of this. Paddle glide barra. I'm gonna have to cut that leader there, I think, to get this fish back in nice and easy. I don't think I can lift this. I'm gonna put it on the Braid mat though. Oh my god, mate, it's a 110. What is it? Let's be fair. 109. Oh, that is one hell of a barra on the paddle glide. Mondi, you little beauty. The paddle glide is just fire, folks. Oh, there we go. Oh. Off you go, Piggy. Oh, 109. Have a look at this on the prototype paddle glide. It's all pulled together, but the beauty of these things is the hooks won't work against each other right at the back, and it all slips back into place. It's good stuff. Beautiful big hook exposure up the top, big 4X trebles down the back so you can pull giants like that. There we go. It's a rolling action, a super slow speed with a massive body roll. I just want to go again now. There's a lot more big barra action to come. We're going to talk a little bit now about the paddle glide, but before we get into the design features, I'm so excited. We've just won an award, the AFTA People's Choice Award. Thank you to all of you guys that came to AFTA, came and said g'day and voted for the paddle glide in the best soft lure. I'm so stoked to have won this straight out of the gate. It's been our first year we've actually been at AFTA as a stand. I've covered it for you guys for nearly a decade now, but to be there and to see you guys and have a stand and to be able to showcase our new lures, it's been one hell of a week. And I just want to thank you all for your support and all of your comments through YouTube over the last couple of weeks for these lures. I want to talk to you about the design features, because in this video, you're going to see us getting it done really, really simply. And that's what I've built these to do. Now, in the launch video a couple of weeks ago, Tommy pulled a meter barra on one of these in one of the very first weekends of testing, and he did it with the unweighted version that comes with a giant EWG that I've custom built for really big fish. Now, that's built so it's perfectly balanced, so you can fish it as a glide bait, but it's got this paddling tail that gives it a body roll, a thump, and an action in the water to call in those really big fish. It also comes with some foamy inserts. Every pack comes pre-rigged with these two baits up the top, and then there's a foam insert in there that if you want to slow that the fall rate down on your glide bait, those foamy inserts give it a perfect level fall that's really slow, especially if you love your live scoping or really slow leaving a lure in front of a fish. They're perfect for that. Now, they also come rigged. This is the other way they come rigged in the packet, with a big heavy 1 ounce custom built jig that's also got a stinger attachment for a harness that goes underneath with these big heavy trebles and right to the back. Okay, now it's custom rigged like that so that you can throw these an absolute mile. If you're fishing off the rocks for jewfish and things, you can throw these a mile, or like you've just seen, trolling these, just simply throwing them out the back and dragging them along, you can get it done because of the action on the lure. Okay, at a really slow roll, these things are dominant. I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about that. We'll get back into the action now, and you can see how simple this has been done. This time of year is fantastic for it, folks. So if you haven't done this sort of stuff, you've got to keep your eye on the dams and the reports coming out of the dams, because getting it done with these paddle glides is as simple as it gets this time of year. All right, we'll get back into the action and we'll come back with a few more details at the end of this video. Yep. There we go. And that's a screamer. A screamer. Oh, that's what I was after. Come on. Oh, kind of want to get this other one in. It's such a stitch up. Oh. Having two, when you go to two. Go, buddy. There we go. This is a good one, eh? This is a good one. On the paddle glide, middle of the day. I'm onto one, Clay. I'm very good. I'm onto a barra right now, brother. I'll call you back. See you, mate. Oh, mate. It's the body roll combined with it's the speed of the tail action and that body roll that is just miles ahead of anything else that I've been fishing with. And it's the reason why I'm getting all the fish this morning. There'd be about 50 boats out here. And yeah, I've seen one other fish get caught. God, it's a good feeling. They are big fish, these things. This is a good one. Nice big heavy componentry, so you can have the confidence to get these big fish in. Go, big girl. Big Vanford just ripping. Big heavy componentry. It's all been upgraded stuff to take these big fish, these big barramundi, jewfish and Murray cod that are just going to get after this lure. It's been built to be able to handle it. The same with the weedless stuff that I've had done for these. So I've custom built it all just to fit perfectly into the bait. And that means the way that it swims is absolutely perfect. I've had it all built together so that it works. Oh. Not used to this big barra fishing stuff. The flathead are good enough fun. The big jack's good fun, but this is tiring. Oh mate, this is a big fish. This is a really big one. It's not done yet. Oh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh. This is the biggest for the morning, I reckon. Oh. It's just got one treble in it. The design of this lure, the same with my soft glides. When you get this fish of a lifetime, you want as many hook points in it as you can. That's the design behind these big lures. Oh, mate, look at the size of the bottle. Here, I think it's just about done. Have a look here. Hopefully I can show you. Look at that. Oh, big chunk. Come on, mate. Are you done? Are you done? Not done. Not done. One last go. Oh, I don't like to show them the net. They know what's going on. They're not silly. I don't like to show them the net. He's just pinned in the nose. And these super sharp hooks. That's what you need with these straight point hooks. Oh God. There we go. Oh God, that is a big buzz. I'll just talk to you a little bit about these hooks now. The hook points is so important with these lures. The barra bite can be so dynamic, the different way that they can take these lures, and it's just essential. You've got to have those super sharp hook points to be able to get the fish that don't neck it. So something that goes right down, it's all good, it's in there, but something that gets caught on the outside, it needs to be sharp and be able to penetrate their armor. So that's why I've designed these hooks, had them done the way that they are. It's the reason I got this fish. All right, now I'm just gonna get it in and get it on the brag mat, but I'm gonna do this right. Wet the mat, and I think what I'll do, I'll bring you down so you can see it. Hang on a sec. He's fine in there. He's got his head down in the water. I'll see if I can bring you around so you can have a look. I'm gonna get him out, and I might just wet my arm down too, because I'm gonna give it a cuddle so you can have a look at it on the camera. And I don't want to get that slime, take the slime off him. So just make sure that it's all wet. All right, come here, big fish. Oh. Oh. That is a chunk of a barra. Mate, it's only when you bring him in the boat that you get a proper sense of it. He was lying there, and I didn't think it was as big as it is. This is huge, this thing. Oh my God. Now, there's the hook in the nose. Hook in the nose. Or just on the outside of the lip, see? So important. There she is. That big prototype paddle. There's 108, that is. All right, as quick as I can now with this. Oh, have a look at the size of this big chunk. There we go, look at that. Oh, what a fish. Back you go, buddy. Oh. Off we go, mate. Right where you're at. Yeah? Oh, it's on a lure that I'm testing, like prototyping. So I'm absolutely cheering. Better keep an eye out for that. Yeah. Yeah, big plastic, yeah. Hang on, have a look at this. Have a look at this. This is what it's thrown up while I've been fighting it. And it's floated to the surface. That is cool. That has been regurgitated and then floated up during the fight. Big bony, eh? They sit in their belly and metabolise, break it down, and then they'll bring it back up, and it's full of oils, so it's floated to the surface. Oh. Right folks, now some of that action has come to you with some really early prototypes, and so the colours that I was working with were, they're not my favourite colours by any means, but they can get it done. It's all about the action that you can get with this lure. That tail and the way that gives a body roll to this lure, and the way this is balanced on slow retrieves,
the profile of this thing in the water, it all goes into getting it done. And being able to do it simply in these months of the year when the dams are starting to heat up, we've had that period of time where the dams cool off. As it starts to heat up, going and chasing those really big fish by trolling lures can be super effective. Very simple, but super effective. And that's what I wanted to do with these paddle glides, is build a lure that puts everyone in with a chance of catching their giant barra. Now they come in a whole range of colours. There's like baby redfin that are sort of translucent. There's bright eyes, which has got glitter through it and a big bright tail on it. The Murray cod, you might have seen that in some of the videos now. That's one of my favourite colours. There's the whiting and summer whiting colours, and even this big mullet finish. Okay, so I've designed these colours to resemble some of the baits, the big baits that get eaten, whether it's a baby Murray cod getting taken by a big cod or big mullet that get around in our systems. The colours on these things are just fantastic. The way that I like to do this, and in the session that you're watching now, the way that the barramundi are taking this is by fishing really slowly and simply. Okay, I'm quiet as I can be out on the water, and I'm sitting on about speed 4. Now, when I was watching some other trollers, you might see in this video, there's a whole lot of people that are out on the water, and I outfished them all on the day, doing it really simply, just slow rolling these behind the boat at speed 4. Okay, I didn't need to impart any action. A tiny little movement of the rod now and then can trigger the bite. And if you watch really closely, or you watch back some of that footage, just moving the rod tip when you've got that lure in an action and it changes its action by a flash to the side or something like that, that can be enough for a tailing or a traveling barra that's sitting behind a lure to strike. But really simply, that's all you need to do. You can tow these things nice and slow, and you can get it done with the barra. You can tow these things really quick. In actual fact, you can wind these and they won't blow out at any speed, especially with that 1 ounce in them. But that's how I'm getting it done. There's a whole lot more coming, folks, in the way of big fish on paddle glides. I've got stuff coming with my Jack Burner lures. And look, if you're interested in getting them, you can get onto my website and order these. I've got some stock now. Some of the colors are running out. Those are going to be replaced in the next 4 or 5 weeks. I'm going to replenish some of that stock. And there's a whole lot of stuff on my website that you can get. You can get a big paddle glide barra brag mat too, a 135 length brag mat, and a whole load of accessories that you can check out there, hook files and things. So make sure you check that stuff out. And hopefully in the coming weeks, you guys can get yourselves up to these dams and chase your giant barramundi too.